Watch me remove this massive earwax plug from this ear. Hey guys, my name's Ubaid from Clear Canal Clinic, and today I'm going to take you through this massive earwax removal of this hard wax pushed right up against the eardrum. This earwax took ages to remove, so I've 2x'd the whole video, and you can obviously speed it up yourself if you've got a short attention span. So this earwax is not actually a client or a customer of mine. This is actually my very own sister's earwax that I'm removing. So the story behind this is we were just recently on holiday, swimming in the pool in Turkey, having a great time. And then my sister goes, I can't hear much after coming out of the pool. And we were like, oh, okay, it's probably just a bit of water. It'll come out by itself eventually. But we got back home to the UK and still nothing. Couldn't hear much. She was playing TikTok on max volume, watching TV on max volume, couldn't hear a word anyone was saying to her. So took a look in her ears, and this is what we saw. Now you can see how hard this wax looks. Probably saw at the start of the video we had applied some olive oil drips to the ear to try and soften it, because this was not budging. Now at this point you can see I've made a little gap there, and I'm going to really try work on that. My shoulder was hurting a lot because this took a lot of time. So look, we can finally make some progress there. Just really trying to get any working space to get a grip of this earwax to pull it out of the ear. This was really a massive earwax removal, and it's no surprise that she couldn't hear much at all. And you're going to see me tugging at this earwax for quite a while. Again, bear in mind this is in 2x speed, so I was really moving it for quite a while. At this point, actually, because we'd actually dislodged the earwax just a touch, my sister's hearing had already improved a fair amount, but obviously not as much as it can be with all this earwax within the ear canal. Now, the funny thing is, when I started doing this earwax removal, I actually looked in every single one of my family members' ears to try and get some content, except my sister. Which is quite funny, because now if we have a look at this, clearly she was the one person I should have been looking at. Main reason we didn't do it back then was because she was quite scared, but actually having gone through the earwax removal, I think she quite enjoyed it. She said it felt quite nice, a bit ticklish, but you know, the relief she felt after, and actually the procedure she found quite nice and therapeutic. Now, back to talking about the procedure, you can see here there's this little flap of earwax sticking out there, which is actually a lot easier to sort of pull on rather than the big plug I've been pulling at the whole time. So I start trying to pull at the base of that little piece of wax, and you can see now this earwax is really starting to budge, and we're really making some real good progress. You'll see in just a moment how much the earwax starts to move. Now, this is probably about 15 to 20 minutes into the procedure, even though it's only been about 3 minutes of this video. I've cut out a lot of footage just to make it a bit easier for you guys to watch. But look, now we're really getting there. Come out and come back in just to get a nicer view and give my shoulder a little bit of a rest. And I think this is about to become the money shot. It's really starting to give way now, really getting into the lateral sides of it, and it's coming closer and out of the ear canal now. At this point, maybe could have gone in with some manual instruments, but suction was actually working really well, so we just carried on. And here we go. I think this is, yep, there we go. Now it's coming out. Just quickly gone out and come back in just to recenter our view before we get this massive plug of earwax right out of this ear. If you guys stick around right to the end, I'm going to leave a nice, well, depending on how squeamish you are, a nice image of these two big plugs of earwax that we took out, in comparison to, you know, the little suction tip that we put into the ear to get these things out. And there we see the big first plug of earwax coming out. At this point, I could have actually seen it with my naked eye, so I just took the camera away and sucked it out. You can see me working on the second plug of wax now. Yep, that comes right out, and now you can have a nice look at a fresh, clean, earwax-free ear canal and a nice, clean tympanic membrane or eardrum. If you're squeamish, scroll off now because image coming up. But if you enjoyed this video, please drop us a follow. Send us a message if you like to have your earwax cleaned and are in the London area. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Video of my sister's other ear coming soon.